As most of you know, the iPhone XR is one of those phones that came out a long time ago back in 2018. And although this would not be the first iPhone I'd recommend anyone to buy, it could still be an interesting device for some people to go ahead and pick up. And I want to list out some reasons why you probably should consider buying a phone like this, albeit it wouldn't be the first one I'd recommend buying. Number one, the very first thing I'd recommend kind of thinking about is if you have an iPhone that's older than an iPhone XR, so an iPhone 10, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, any of those types of iPhones, this type of device for the most part would still be a pretty good upgrade coming kind of from its predecessor. So if you're coming from an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 6, it makes sense to go and buy a phone that is still supported with software, and this would theoretically be one of those types of devices. So kind of keep that in mind. I think that is one of the bigger things to keep in mind here for the most part. Another big thing here too is that if you are about to go through and buy a device, another very important thing to keep in mind is that if you are about to go through and buy a certain phone, you probably want to go ahead and buy some sort of a device that is probably still supported with software. And with a phone like an iPhone XR, these types of phones, they're still supported with software for better or for worse. Yes, they're not going to be lasting for an insane amount of time, but you're still going to be getting some sort of software updates here and there, which again, I think is something that's super important to kind of keep in mind here. So personally for me, once again, I think that is another one of those really important things to keep in mind. I think the performance of something like an iPhone XR really isn't that bad either. If you're about to go through and pick up a device, I kind of do think that this type of phone is still going to be giving you a decent type of experience when it comes down to it. It's not really the slowest phone of all time. It still is going to be giving you some sort of power and some sort of capability from that side. So I would probably tell you, in my personal opinion, this type of device does kind of do a decent job at kind of performing decently well when it comes down to it. So, with its older chipset, but with its amount of RAM and stuff, I still think this is a pretty decent type of device from the performance perspective when it comes down to it from that side as well. So those are kind of some of the main reasons why I would look at something like an iPhone XR and kind of think to myself that this type of device might still be worth buying in some capacity for some people. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Solon.